Well, how do that, chums? As I, Captain Stephen, today, chums, for you guys in the viewerverse, I'm going to show you how to make a fine and dandy little cannon. Yeah, so I'll show you what I mean first. So here's one I made earlier. So let's head on down this hill, and I made these cannons. Let's just put the sun in the sky. So here we go. I'm going to show you how to make these fine and dandy roof cannons. Yeah, so I've got a roof over here where I want to build a cannon. So here we go. Let's go into my old build menu. Now, under the metallic parts, under alloy structures, I'm picking this one here, raised platform, alloy roof. So I'm going to stick that there. Lovely jubbly. And then I want to go back into metal parts and choose the short alloy wall. And all I'm going to do is up on this sort of hinge, I'm going to try and place it in between these sort of roof spikes, if you like. So try and get it down into there. So down. Oh, and it sort of falls away. You see, look, there's an upright that goes to the last upright there. I'm going to put that onto there like that. And then in the same section, you've got this alloy roof gable. And all I'm going to do is spin this around like this, so. And I'm going to move it to the end of the excrement, as far as I can, to its extremities. So all the way to about there. And hopefully it's going to get green stated. Brilliant. So that goes like so. And then, just to make it look a little bit more apt, underneath this flag and down towards the bottom, you've got this array of different sort of aerials you can put on it. I like the one with the little satellite dish. I think that looks quite in keeping. So I'm going to just spin this around. And I'm just going to stick this on the side, about there, hopefully. Now, if it's going red like this, if you toggle the free placement, you can see that it's gone green. I can just stick it on the side. And I kind of want it to stick out a little bit more than that, but it's just not playing ball. Oh, there we go. That looks okay, like that. Hopefully you've got metal on metal and concrete on concrete. Yes, there we go. Very cool. Looks like it's actually wired in now, doesn't it? Very cool. Now to actually build the cannony bit at the front. Now, I'm using a briefcase for this one. It's underneath the little chair one, and I got this from running a derelict freighter. I'm fairly sure you might be able to find something else instead of using this, but I'm going to be using this for the sort of head. Now, yeah, so I got this running a derelict freighter, and it's random chance that it may drop in one of the actual things inside there. I'm just going to spin that around so you can't see the handle. I'm going to put it like so. Chikapow. And then, underneath, I believe, is under the same menu. Yes, here they are here. I'm going to use probably the spark plug on this one. And I'm just going to be putting it either side of that briefcase that I just put in. Okay, so here we go. Let's make that nice and big. Yum. Make that pretty big. And I'm going to put that. Now, it's very difficult to see where you're putting these things, isn't it? It's very difficult to see the depth perception on these new items. But there we go. That looks okay. Now, I just need to spin this around. And it's getting this one to match that one. That's probably the hardest part of this whole build of these cannons, is to get them level pegged. And I think that's probably about level. Like I say, it's very difficult to tell. But there we go. I think that's about right. Now, the lights, what I used here was just under here. And the lights towards the top. And I used this one. And I just sort of made it slightly bit bigger, just so the cup sort of fills a little nipple of the spark plug. Boom. And boom. And there you have it, chums. You've got yourself a cannon on top of a roof. How freaking sweet is that? How awesome. Now this little cabin, I should say, not cabinet, but here we go. It's about the size of a cabinet. But if I head inside of here, all I've got is like a table with like a little button on it. I press this, look, all these blast doors open up so I can see around me. You know, I'm coming under attack, and I can just close this back down again. But what I really need now is to make this look like it makes sense, really. So what I might do is just put like a, I don't know, maybe something on the wall, like some sort of interaction panel. So an interaction panel, let's put that on the wall so it looks like it's slightly more metallical. Let's stand back a bit so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, we can work that into the switch that's already there. Cool. Like that. And then I can maybe put this in front, and that could be what's, you know, using all the targeting in here. So it's got a little screen on there. Why the heck not, you know? And it's directly under where the cannon is already, so it kind of makes sense. But then what I'm also finding is this week's sort of a free object that we got. Well, I say free, you have to buy it with Quicksilver. Where is it? It's that weird little podium thing that I'm looking for. The little Nexus gadget. There it is. This you can shrink right down. So let's shrink it all the way down. And I think that looks quite in keeping as like a little joystick. It almost looks like a mouse ball built into it. So I'm going to stick that on the console as well. You see what I mean by the depth perception? It doesn't quite freaking work. So I always find that you can't see where you're actually putting the dang thing. Not properly anyway. Right, so let's put this down again. Let's see if we can get it actually on the table this time. Let's see if we can go at this from another angle and see if we can see exactly where we're putting it. Now it is going to hover slightly because this isn't dead flat. Normally I use the scribble pad. Maybe I should use the scribble pad instead. Let's use the scribble pad. And let's see if we can get the scribble pad to sit by this door. Oh, it's a bit big, isn't it? You know what? It'd probably still go in. We might be able to put it into the wall slightly, and hopefully it's not going to show on the other side, like so. And then hopefully I'll be able to get this onto the table like that. That's better. That looks more like a control suite, doesn't it? The only thing is, I can't really get out of this building now, can I? And I can't really get round to there. I might have to rethink this table and maybe put this switch somewhere on the scribble pad screen. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here we go. Let's now you have to select a part before you can really go into actually edit stuff, which is a bit of a weird one. This I might be able to just pick up and move. So where's the move button? R2. So there we go. Let's move this onto my scribble pad. Okay. Right, let's rotate that around a bit, and let's put that in this corner of the scribble pad. Kapow. Now these cables, they're not going to work anymore, are they? Because they're not connected to anything. So I need to go into my edit mode and delete just the cable. And don't delete your whole freaking wall, Steve. So we've got this cable coming in. Now I could just hook this end of this cable, I think, to that. So let's give it a go. Let's see if it works. I mean, I've got a cable hider anyway. Doesn't seem to be wanting to click onto that other cable. Right, okay. Well, I'll just have to delete that cable then in a bit. Let's put it back to the battery then, over there. So, I don't know about you, but I'm finding wire snapping can be a bit of a pain. And I think even that new cable that I just put in isn't quite working right. I might just have to... It might have been better just to delete the blinking things and start over, mightn't it? Okay, let's get rid of the cables then. I think that one's actually working. I think we might get away with that. Let's put that up to there. Boom. And let's just test it, see if it works. It might not have any juice because I think it's night time at the moment, chums. So yeah, I think it's working, apart from we haven't got any sunlight. Yeah, that's probably what's happening, to be honest. But that looks a lot better, doesn't it? There's a little control suite, so I can control the blast doors, control the cannon with that. I think that's a winner chicken dinner. And yes, there we go. That's how you can build yourself a nice little gun turret type room. And I think that looks pretty darn freaking sweet with the blast doors as well. I think that works really well. There's a little defense turret. Awesome. I'm happy with that. So there we go, people. I hope you found this useful out there in the viewerverse. And until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.